Welcome y'all to the Blackhoof Saloon, a Wild West Exodus podcast. Mosey on up to the bar and get yourself a bottle of firewater or a glass of sarsaparilla and listen to some good old yarns about adventures of law dogs, outlaws, and weird creatures. So set a spell, water your ride or your rider, and get ready to tune up your posses. This is the Blackhoof Saloon.
Hello, everybody out there. Welcome to impromptu live unboxing. This is Eric with Blackhoof Saloon, and I'll give it a little bit of time for guys to jump on and see what we got going today. I am live on Facebook, and if you guys miss this, if you catch the tail end, it'll still be up there. And probably what I will do is I'll actually take the video, put it on our YouTube channel also, so you can watch it there if you guys are interested in watching it on YouTube. Let me go ahead and switch that off because we don't need that anymore. So welcome. Let me see if anybody is in there. We do have a couple people. So today I got a mail call and I kind of wanted to share it with you guys. I know some of these are starting to show up, but I believe, I'm pretty confident it's the Salty Dog edition of the Dystopian Wars rulebook that Warcradle Studios put out. Now, what it was, it seems like it's been a couple of years. They had a promotion when they announced that they were going to be redoing the rules, a new version of Dystopian Wars, and they had, anybody that had the previous versions of the rule book could take a picture and post it on their website, tag it, and they had a couple other things where you had to register and fill out some address and stuff, so they can send you, when it was ready, a kind of, it's a limited edition rule book. Off the top of my head, if I can remember right, there wasn't a whole lot of major things that were different than the one that comes in with the 2-player starter that is out. It's already out if you guys want to check that out. I think it has, if it's like the Wild West Exodus one that was long time ago for the War Host, it had some more fluff in it, maybe some more images and pictures and stuff like that. But what we're going to do is I am all set to unbox this so you guys can kind of take a look. I'll flip through the book and we'll just see what all is in there. All right, so let me check Facebook real quick because I know some of you guys are jumping on and see if there's any comments or anything. I don't see any comments, but I have them on my phone if you guys had any questions and wanted to see stuff. But let's go ahead and go table down so we can take a look at what we have in here. Okie doke, guys, here we go. So here we got the box all the way from the UK. So I know they started locally delivering these right away. And as you can see, I got some of the old classic line here. When I've been waiting for this, and I am actually not 100% deep diving into this just yet. I'm actually hoping getting this rule book and reading through it and reading through the fluff, maybe I'll get into it. I mean, it does have Enlightened in it. And if any of you guys have been listening to Blackhoof Saloon for a while, know I love me some scientists that like twisting things. So let me go ahead and move these little battleships out of the way. I don't want to knock them around. All right. So let's go ahead and dive into this. I don't want this to be a super long video for you guys. It's just supposed to be a quick view and look at the book. Hopefully you guys were able to jump in on this promotion that they had for the new edition rules. All right. So we can get rid of that. Some nice bubble wrap. And I like that it's this size. It's same size as our, I'm looking actually right now for the Wild West Exodus book. Oh, I don't know where I put it. I got it buried somewhere. But anyway, so it is the same size as the Wild West Exodus books. I really like this size of the books. You know, it's easy to put in your bag, and you know, it's a nice cover. Very Nautilus theme. All right, so this is, it says version 1.01. If you go online and look at the download section, because you can download these for free, just like their Wild West Exodus, and you can read through it, and it's easy for them to do updates when there is updates. So there's a look at the content. So they give you everything you need to go in Dystopian Wars, the new edition. So yeah, we got how to play. And we got a little bit of some of the icons they explain. I talk about building your forces and the units. We have anatomy of a card, attributes of the unit, and then, yep, some anatomy, just keywords that you're going to see in the game. Like I said, if you guys want to take a closer look at this, you can go on Warcradle Studios website under the Dystopian Wars, and they, like I said, they have downloads for the stat cards. Everything you would need to play the game, you can download and check out on there. So there's the game rounds. So yeah, I'm kind of excited to dive into this and kind of read up on it and decide what faction I want to get into. But, you know, like I said, I'm kind of enlightened all the way. I think they just had a teaser of this one today in the little studio diary that Stuart released. That's the Rising Sun. Some more pictures. So I a lot of nice artwork in the book. So I'm trying to show you guys some of the artwork. So I'm flipping through quick. There's the different generators for different power sources for the ships. And then we get into common encounters. There's a nice, that's the cover of the 2-player starter there. And then here we get into some of the background and fluff, which is, I think a majority of this book is that. And then they talk about the different factions. So we got the Enlightened, which is probably what I'm going to be going after. Wow, quite a bit of background just on them. It's getting hard to lay flat for you guys. And we got the Empire. Their background. And we got the Sultanate. So yeah, we're starting to see the world powers in the dystopian age now with this coming out. So it's really interesting to see what Warcradle Studio is going to do moving forward. The British Crown, lots of background fluff. I mean, there's a good almost 10 pages each for the background here. Union of Federation States. I dig the flag shadowed in the background. That's kind of neat. Commonwealth. And then we got the Imperium. I know a lot of people are excited about this. Oop, I think I'm skipping some. the Latin Alliance. So a lot of these factions are from the old game from once when Spartan had it, and Warcradle Studios kind of adapted it to the dystopian age world. That's what happened with Wild West Exodus, and we'll see more of that in Lost World Exodus. But that is the Dystopian Wars Salty Dog Edition. Like I said, I have to go into it a little bit further to see if there's any major differences, especially once I get the regular rule book. But there you go, guys. There's a quick look at the Salty Sea Dog edition of Dystopian Wars rulebook. We'll go ahead and go back up. All right, guys. Yeah, this was just, I want to do a real quick unboxing for you guys. I just got this in the mail today. I know a lot of the U.S. is starting to get these. I know the East Coast, there's a couple East Coast guys I saw on the Facebook group got theirs yesterday, day before. I am in Chicago area, so I just got mine today, and I'm assuming it's just going to keep going westward. And I know a lot of places in the UK and Europe got theirs like a week ago. And I'm sure it's still ongoing, depending on where you guys are. But if you guys haven't checked out Dystopian Wars, I urge you to check it out on Facebook. See some of the diary little blogs that Warcradle Studios puts out. You can read about some of the background of these different factions. You can decide if it's, of interest to you, and you can dive in and get the already out, the 2-player starter. And I think this month are starting to release some of the battle sets you can get if you're just interested in a certain faction. And they're going to be rolling these out like every month from a couple months now, into the summertime and probably into the fall. And we can just start getting the game to the table and having fun. So, all right, guys, I'm glad you tuned in for this. It was, like I said, it's a little kind of spur of the moment. I checked the mail that was in there. I'm like, you know what? Let's jump on Facebook and people can see me open it up. But this is Eric. I'm going to go ahead and get out of here and let you guys know that whether you're on the battlefield or in the seas, to always ride or float with the sun at your back and always roll those big crits. So we'll talk to you later, guys.
Thanks for stopping by the Blackhoof Saloon, y'all. We hope you enjoyed your visit. Feel free to get a hold of us with comments or questions via the interwebs, and shoot us a telegraph at blackhoofsaloon@gmail.com. You can also find us on the Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Instagram. Music for the podcast was provided for use by Ross Bugden and can be found at one of his YouTube channels, Ross Bugden Music or Ross Bugden Composer. Until your next visit, ride with the sun at your back and always roll those big crits.